More than 600 people dressed in their best red attended the annual Go Red for Women luncheon. The event, put on by the American Heart Association, raises money for heart research. And this year, it was at Rocket Mortgage FieldHouse with our very own, look at her, Monica Robbins as the MC. Now, what came as a surprise for many was the CPR class, where all of the attendees were taught how to perform CPR.
How about that? One of the more emotional parts of the day, the stories of survivors.
Senior health correspondent Monica Robbins brings us one we can all learn from.
Chris and Kelly Rizer, high school friends who waited years to become sweethearts. They decided to make it official last year, but while Kelly's heart was full of love for Chris, it almost didn't let her walk down the aisle.
Biological father passed away from a heart attack, and his cholesterol was through the roof. So my mom had me tested, and mine was not much better. It was 433 for being 13.
Kelly started statins at age 18. Medications manage cholesterol, but health wasn't always a priority.
I knew in the back of my mind that at some point it could be an issue, but when you're young, you don't think anything's going to happen to you.
Years later, she reconnected with Chris, but started noticing trouble.
I wasn't on my meds. I didn't have a doctor. I didn't have insurance yet. And I just, it wasn't one of those things that I made a priority like I should have. I was noticing shortness of breath.
Finally, she saw a doctor who ordered an echo stress test.
My blood pressure shot up to over 200, and I did not last very long. I thought my heart was going to explode out of my chest. I was breathing so hard. So they scheduled me for the heart cath in the beginning of August. That's when they discovered I needed to have open heart surgery.
By the time we saw Kelly, she had significant coronary artery disease, so she had built up a fair amount of calcium and plaque in her arteries that supply her heart muscle. And on top of that, she had an aortic valve, so a valve that had calcified over time.
There was just one problem. Surgery scheduled for September 6th, the wedding October 16th. Kelly had no plans of missing it, or her 43rd birthday a few days later.
I was determined I would have gotten married in the hospital if I had to and pushed the party back. I had the date for 3 years. I wasn't changing it.
Chris didn't question her and didn't care about the scar under her wedding dress, just grateful she met him at the end of the aisle.
I know she had the strength to do it because she's always a fighter.
The fact that she was able to have surgery and then go on to get married, I think 3 weeks later, is pretty amazing.
The couple hopes their story encourages others to take earlier action.
If you're not feeling right, to get checked out, because I have the same issues in my family.
Oh, he's going to be getting checked as soon as he can, because we're only going through this once.
Monica Robbins, 3 News.